Hi, thank you for coming to the website of Stephen Danz and Associates, or as you probably found us, employmentattorneyca.com. We have been very, very lucky in having met Martin Rudoy in the course of our practice. We've joined a wonderful networking group here in Los Angeles, covers all of Southern California. It's called the Esquire Network. We are proudly wearing our 10 name tags today, and it's been a tremendous boost to us in terms of the volume of referrals and the contacts we've been able to make within the legal community, and simply not limited to employment law. So when we get somebody like you who may have called in on an employment law case, thanks to the work that Marty has done in putting together and building the 10 network into the most recognized and largest attorney networking group in the state of California, in my opinion, we can reach out and find referral sources for you in related fields, whether it's probate, tax, family law, because the working people of California that we represent have problems in all of those segments. So what I'd like to do is introduce you to Marty, and Marty, are you able to answer a few questions about 10 for us?
Absolutely.
So what is your background, by the way? Are you an attorney?
I'm an attorney. I've been a lawyer since 1974, and I specialize in real estate law.
Okay, and you started 10 approximately how long ago?
This is our 7th year.
Okay, and located here in Los Angeles area?
Los Angeles, Ventura, and soon Orange County.
Okay, and why would an attorney be interested in joining 10? What would be the elevator pitch for the attorney?
Well, we, as practicing attorneys, we realize that our best referral sources are other attorneys. So it only made sense to start an organization of only attorneys. So we're a community of networking attorneys. We don't have vendors at our meetings. They're all attorneys.
And is there any geographic limitation, for example? If I live in Pasadena, let's say, am I restricted to going to just the Pasadena meeting?
No, we have a dues structure, annual dues, which are quite reasonable in our opinion, and you can go to any one of our 12 plus meetings, plus Troikas, which are breakout sessions for lunch or breakfast, and evening events, all for one price.
And so unlike some of the other networking groups that are not necessarily attorney groups, you're not restricted to just one group. You can drive around and go to as many as you want.
It's all you can eat. In fact, we find that the attorneys who go to 2 or 3 meetings a month tend to make more money in referrals than attorneys who just go to one group.
Okay, so you've got a great suit on, but I'm going to be a little fly on your shoulder now.
Okay.
And I'm going to be that little body cam fly, and I'm going into a 10 meeting as an attorney. What do I walk into? What am I going to be doing for the next hour or two?
Well, our meetings are, we have different meetings with different moderators, and every meeting has a different flavor depending on the moderator. Some of our meetings are traditional networking meetings in the morning where you do an elevator pitch and then there's a topic or an MCLE presentation, and then we break out into Troika's breakout groups, and then we give thanks to the people who've referred business to us or who've helped our practices. Other meetings are afternoon lunch meetings, kind of along the same structure, but their lunch is served. And we have evening meetings. We have a new type of meeting that's more social, where we have wine tasting or scotch tasting, and it becomes more of a social event, but we still do the networking, we still do the elevator pitches, the thanks, and the Troikas.
You said a few minutes ago a word that maybe a lot of folks haven't heard or been familiar with, Troika. What is a Troika?
A Troika is a meeting of 3 or 4 or maybe 5 members who get together over breakfast or lunch, and that's really where the networking takes place, because over an hour lunch or breakfast, you can really learn a lot about their personality and their practice. My philosophy is you have to meet an attorney 3 different circumstances before you know, like, and trust them well enough to refer them cases. So in 10, we provide all 3 opportunities with the breakout sessions, the morning meetings, and the nighttime social events.
So let's say I'm a new attorney. I've been in practice a little more than a year. I've chosen my specialty, and I want to join, but I'm not sure if I can afford it, if it's going to be worth my time. Is there any sort of a safe harbor for me as a potential member to find out what it's all about before I join?
Sure, you can guest at one meeting for free. And we offer a discount of 25% off your first year dues if you join at or immediately after your first meeting. We also offer 2 weeks of free meetings you can go to sample different moderators, different locations, and find what you like. We find that people who commit early get more out of their 2 weeks free trial, because once you commit to the concept of networking, your elevator pitch improves, your presentation improves, and your chances of making connections that will eventually lead to referrals increases.
And is there a particular time of year in which a potential attorney should in fact join? In other words, is the membership a calendar year, or does it start when you pay your dues for the first time?
A calendar year based on when you pay your first year's dues. So you can join any time. We have more than 12 events every month so that you can network when you want to, not when you're in some structure where you can only go to one meeting on the third Thursday. And if you have court that day, you're out for a month. You can't make that a meeting. You can't do any networking for another month. So we provide the opportunities for you to network when you want to network, not when some organization wants you to network.
Well, I'm probably not an unbiased moderator of this discussion because I have been a member for about 4 years now. I've loved it. I've brought other attorneys from our firm into it, and I think what you're doing is wonderful, especially maybe not so much for the larger firms like ours, but for the sole practitioner who needs to make roots in the community and have somebody to bounce ideas off of. So I want to thank you very much personally on behalf of Naveed, myself, and our other attorneys for all that you've done, and we hope 10 continues to grow because we'll be there with you as you grow.
We'll be there waiting for you.
Thank you.